You're not my man. You're not my man. You're a genius.
Gucci.
Nice. Perfect. A little quick restart. Huh?
I just said we out here.
All right, solid. Episode 154. Yeah, it's 154. I know. Old men doing this shit. What's good is we've been picking up a lot of steam lately, so I'm not mad at it.
Good. I think that new live shit, once we get that schedule figured out, is gonna be a real boost for us.
Yeah, makes it. I mean, it's good. The episodes have been. The episodes have been the one thing that's consistently getting like their listens, so I'll take it. But I feel like the interactive stuff will definitely be enough to push us. And I got some plans. I just got to start getting shit in motion and dropping a little money on some ads and shit like that. But we'll get there. We will get there. But anyways, episode 154. We got a lot of mainstream. There's a lot of bangers on this one. There's just a lot of shit happening on this week. So we got a lot to go through. So I'm ready to get this fucking going. So the first project was Planet Her, the Deluxe edition by Doja Cat. I rock with Doja Cat because I think she is a very fun artist. She's pop. She can rap if she wants to. She mixes it up. And it's unique in a sense where she's doing whatever the hell she wants.
I feel you, but I don't know if you get the right word.
I don't know. All right, maybe not unique, but it's very, I don't know. It's not easily put in a box. It's not like other mainstream artists, you know? Because I can't compare her to other females. I can't.
Are you talking about like overall? Or are you talking about this project?
Overall, this project was kind of her.
Okay.
This is kind of her, like, kind of take her toll, like, to set herself up in the ranks. But
yeah,
overall, she does it all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she can do pop.
Yeah.
She can do radio.
She can do anything. Yeah,
and I like that she, to the point where she can put out a deluxe album of her doing, getting after it.
Yeah, she was all over the place, but I do feel like a lot of it feels like style bending, I guess you could call it. But she's like there's a couple tracks on here where she straight up is like rapping like Roddy Ricch.
Yeah. They're like
straight up.
Yeah. But see, this, I honestly, with this project, I didn't get too crazy with it because once I saw this project, I looked at the features and I immediately was like, all right, this is her first release after she like blew up like from the TikTok Say So, and you know what I'm saying, like not even the I'm a Cow blow up, like this is after her, like she's officially a celebrity blow up.
Her like real blow up.
Yeah, so this is her mainstream project. So like I feel like this project was more so like, hey, we're gonna throw all this at you and you just have to make it work because we're paying for this. And I feel like she did her thing. She definitely had some Roddy Ricch moments, but I'm not mad at it. I mean, I in the female world of female rap, there isn't a lot of female Roddy Ricches out there.
Nah, and like I wasn't saying that like as a criticism necessarily.
Yeah, no, but I get it, like style wise and like, just flow wise, yeah. But for me, that's different in the world of.
That's why I said style bending instead of like that.
Yeah, she definitely did style bend. I appreciate it on this because, like, I mean, like, we've been doing this for long enough. When we hear mainstream female rap, it's my pussy raps all day.
There was, now that you said that, there was a couple tracks where she was like aggressively asking for dick.
Yeah, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with don't think she wasn't full on. She wasn't full on Nicki voice rapping.
No,
or like full on Meg the Stallion, because that's what everyone raps like now. They rap like Cardi B, Meg, or Nicki, and that's it. There isn't.
You mean like Lil Kim?
Like the remnants of Lil Kim. Yeah. And honestly, that you know what I'm saying. Like the fact that she wasn't doing that and doing kind of like the subject matter of the new age, I can appreciate that because it would have been really easy for her to just,
to just fucking cookie cutter her way through this.
Yeah, to Nicki Minaj her way through, and everyone like at this point it's been a blueprint.
Tell me you couldn't hear the money on this.
Oh, that's all you hear. You could see it and hear the money. That's what I'm saying. That's why I felt like this was just like, all right, let's give her big project. Because, like, I mean, come on. Ariana Grande, The Weeknd, SZA.
Yeah.
You don't work with these artists unless you're in that circle.
You don't work with these artists for free.
Yeah, like unless your label is taking that hit for you, you know. And then you got Thugga, who he's on everyone's project. Let's just keep it a buck. If you have if you have a name, your Thugga's on your project. And then there's like, and Gunna has got to find his way on there. But then there's like the track where Éire is on there, which is like for the ladies track. It wasn't the greatest track.
That was dope.
But it was good. It was good to see her there.
I fucked with exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, I fucked with the appearance.
Yeah. And then there's the one track where she was like, all right, I'm going to snap. And that was the her and Jid track, because you don't get Jid on a track unless you want him.
Yeah, like you have to.
Yeah. So like there was hints of it, but I feel like this is her, you know, this is her money project, and we'll see. Maybe the next project will be more her, but I wasn't mad at this project. I think this is a solid project. It's fun. For a lady project, I didn't hate this. You know, a lot of the lady projects have just been cookie cutter garbage, and it's just like, you know, I don't know if you ever watched The League. You ever watched that show when it came out, the football league, the show about the dudes?
Nah.
Well, there's
fantasy football, right?
Yeah, show's fantastic, but there's a segment where the wife was just dropping, like, they had like a couple's dinner, and the wife got a little tipsy and she started talking about her pussy, and he was like, is this vaginal hubris? And he just kept talking about it, and that's pretty much what I think of when I think of female rap, is vaginal hubris, like this overconfident vagina talk. Yeah, it's just this overconfident vagina talk, and it's like, whatever, like, we get it, but like, this is a generation where that insecure confidence is a thing. So just as much as I'm gonna call a dude insecure for being like, yeah, I fuck a billion girls and I kill people, and I'm like, you're insecure, I'm gonna do this. It's the same energy with the women of the mainstream, you know.
Yeah.
But this project, I wasn't mad at it. I think Lou made a great comparison when he was saying, like, for every male artist, there's a female counterpart, and he did like the Drake, Jane Aiko, Lil Wayne, and Nicki, which it should be, you know, Nicki and Drake, but whatever. And then for Doja, Chris Brown, I get that. I feel that.
Yeah, do you?
I do. I feel like Chris Brown is another artist who can do it all, but he kind of just does, you know.
I think Tory Lanez would have been a good.
But see, Tory Lanez
could actually be doing the rap.
Tory Lanez aggressively splits his styles. Tory Lanez he doesn't give you a project where it's like, oh, it's going to be rap and singing. It's like, this project's going to be 90% rap and maybe a singing hook. And then this next project's going to be 90% singing and like maybe a rap feature. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't mix it up. Like, he's because you think about his last two releases. One was him rapping his fucking ass off about the whole Meg Thee Stallion thing, and then the one after it was just the Loverboy shit, and it was fantastic. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was all auto-tuned, like every track. But you know, I get that. But Tory Lanez is nice. A female Tory Lanez, I'm waiting for.
That'd be nice face.
Someone who's just out here like snapping and singing, but like doing it at such, because I'll keep it a buck. Tory Lanez to me is one of he probably arguably makes the best music in the industry, like consistently. I don't really have like a rebuttal for that, because it's quality.
I don't know if I was expecting it.
I mean, it is. I mean, like, whenever he puts out something, it's to the point where I'm just like, I know it's going to be good, so I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, but his quality is high, and he's just giving you good, like, you would never turn off his music on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just always quality. So it's like he puts out like the best, like he has the best bar for music. Like his bar, he doesn't go under it. He just puts out good music, and it never fluctuates. Like, he's just really good. He gets,
and he's problematic, which over here we love a problematic game.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know how, dude, they may not like me, but I fuck with the angry short dudes.
Yeah, I feel you, bro.
Yeah.
I always be trying to find them and shit.
Yeah, that's a whole energy, and people don't understand it.
I'm so mad, bro. Come here.
Yeah. You just hold their head. Like, I get it. Like, when the second they said that shit with him and Megan, I'm like, I know he did it. She called him short. Like, I know that happened.
Yeah, back. She said she's little or
6 foot tall. Like, I know she called him short. And
bro, she a healthy girl.
the healthiest. But anyways, next project. So this next project was so this project I didn't know, but obviously I didn't know. Sometimes I just grab shit when they just drop on the Friday release. So this was a full release, because this was originally like a SoundCloud project from way back. This was Castles 2 EP. This was Lil Peep and Lil Tracy. So my review, I just like, yo, this Lil Tracy dude doesn't sound polished. He sounds like, he sounded whack. And Lil Peep sounded like Lil Peep, which is a sound that I think he perfected, whether you like it or not. I think it's his sound. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's very consistent, and you're gonna get what you get. You're gonna get that every time, no matter what's going on. That's what Lil Peep's gonna give you. And people were in the comments were like, "No, man, Lil Tracy developed the sound." Well, it's like, yo, if he developed the sound, Lil Peep literally mastered it. Like this dude did. Yeah, because like this dude sounded like he was playing catch up the whole time. Like he didn't sound out in place. And I'm like, this is a SoundCloud release, like. And people are trying to say like he put Peep on. I'm like, well, he needed Peep at this. If this is what it sounded like, he needed Peep to get on.
Yeah, he needed that diversity. Yeah,
because I think this dude. I didn't like a single thing this dude did on the project, but I liked everything Peep did. So I was like,
fun.
Yeah, this project was just.
I'm not a big Lil Peep fan, but like, there's a couple tracks on here that I should bump. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
the obvious one.
It's just to me, it's just like sad boy, like regular generic sad boy, like sludge,
Yeah, that's it's just so. I don't get the hype. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I like the sound. Like I don't get the whole like, oh my god, he died hype, blah blah blah. Like that's never gonna be my thing. Like I'm never gonna be like, oh,
I would never do that, Johnny.
That's like the stupid thing, but I like some sad boy stuff, and
Yeah, I mean specifically just about Lil Peep in general. I didn't get the hype before, I get the hype after.
When he died, I was like, all right, I didn't care for his stuff. But then he put out that one release, like his last release, not his like posthumous step, but like his last release before he died. And I was like, oh man, this is a sound I can get into. But I listened to his older stuff and I'm like, he didn't get to the sound yet. And he finally got there and then he died. And I'm like, that sucks.
That's how that goes.
Yeah, that sucks. But like, I like that project because I thought that project was just fun. It was catchy. And I just thought it was, it was like a low tier. To me, it was like a low tier, like, everybody had a phase where they listened to some sort of pop punk or emo or whatever. And there was always that one band that like no one knew about that you kind of just vibed with. And you knew they weren't great, but like, you're like, this release is solid. That's what he was always to me. He was always like that, that tier for me. Nothing like, oh, he's fire. Like, I'm not going to tell people in public, yo, you need to listen to him, I'm just going to be like, yo, I like this project, but that's all I got for you. Because everything else outside of that, I'm like, this isn't good. But
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like the only reason Lil Peep even popped in the first place was because the goth bitches loved him.
Which I get because he's talking that.
Oh, yeah, and then of course the goth girl is gonna like him. So all the Simps is like, yeah, exactly.
And he honestly, a lot of his music, he praised them. His shit was literally about like, yo, you big titty goth bitch broke my heart, and that's hyping them up. They love it. So.
Yeah, they love that shit.
Yeah, so that's his wave, and that's fine, but, R.I.P., shit happens. But this little Tracy guy sucks, so there's that. And people try and tell me. Yeah, trying to tell me he's dope. I'm like, not on this project. Like, next, I'm not going to dive in his catalog. Like, next.
Are people going to realize that they're not going to be able to, like, comment away our opinion?
Yeah, and you can't tell me.
Like, it's not.
Yeah, like, and even if they have a project that's dope, that's not going to make me like this project.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to make me go, oh, let me re-listen and go, you know what? Maybe he's good. That's never going to happen. Like, it's just what sounds good to me. And this project doesn't sound, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just, it was a 6 for me. It was like, it was whatever. It was a meh. I think that dude kind of sucked. So, next project. Dude has a weird name, but I enjoyed this project a lot. More than I thought I would. This one's called Up Now by Cherp.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
Cherp. Weird ass.
Weird name.
But it was gas, though.
Yo, he was snapping, and he
was all over the place.
Yeah,
with like down.
Yeah, he was doing a lot, but with the thing with me with him is when he rapped, I was here for it. He was snapping. Yeah,
talking and shit.
But then it was just more. This is one of those projects. Like, I get it. You want to put out some. I call it Florida shit because people in Florida love the clubs. They love that circuit. So it's like this project is like 60% club shit. And then the rest of the rap. And I'm like, like, I get it, but like, come on, save that for the singles and just black on this project, bro. Like when you rapped, you was killing it, and I think his club shit was dope too. But like, you can't give me raps and then give me 5 back-to-back smooth songs, you know? Like, come on, bro. Like, mix it up or something. But this was solid, though. I thought he was dope. I thought his features actually came through, minus that one on track 4. That song sucked. But outside of that, man, I really fucked with this dude. I thought he had a dope rap voice. I thought he was styling. I thought he had some hooks that were solid, too. And he put together a good team, which the hooks and stuff worked to what he was getting across.
Production was clean. Beats was bang.
I am upset that the Jim Jones thing is a fucking Jim Jones skit, though, and it's not actually him rapping. That pissed me off.
Bro, you love Jim Jones.
I do. Look at my hair, bro. My fuzzy ass. This is for Jim, bro. I fuck with Jim. I do. I fuck with Jim Jones. Like, that's Jim Jones is like all New York has right now.
Yeah, that's the uncle you never had.
Yeah, we're holding on to him. We're keeping him. But this was dope though. Like, this was super solid. And then outside of that, like, I thought the mix was clean too for the underground, which is good. Shout out to the underground having mixes, taking care of themselves. I'm not mad at it. So the next project, this was I don't know why, but reading this dude's name fucked with me for a bit. It just didn't click. Because I just don't like when you mix the numbers and the name and all that stuff. But when I finally, like, it clicked for me, I was like, oh, I felt stupid. But this was the H.2 Owens and DJ Proof, the Waterproof by H.2 Owens, because it's like H.2 Owens. It's a little too hip hop for me.
Love to lean into the pun. Love it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm here for it. I did see something wild when I was like looking up this project. I think he put out a Christmas rap album, which I need to check out. But
no,
I saw something with like Christmas stuff, and it was like the Waterproof Christmas or something like that. I don't know if I was just bugging, but I saw it. But this was dope.
That's kind of amazing.
Yo, facts. I'm here for it. This is dope though. This is old. This is like old school, but like new school hip hop. Like, this is hip hop. You know. And I fucked with it. I think I had one criticism, and I put it in the review, and it was the fact that he never, no matter what was going on with the beat, no matter what kind of style of hip hop you were getting, he never changed his cadence and his delivery. And I feel like for some people that might be a little off-putting, but it's not like it was bad. He was solid. Like, he was rapping, he was punching, he was having a good time. It's just sometimes for me, like, if a beat gets smooth and you're still barking, I'm like, come on. Smoothing it up.
We run into that a lot, though.
Yeah, some people, but I get it. Like, you find your rap voice, and you're never gonna change it. And honestly, I get it. Sometimes when people try the smooth thing, it doesn't sound good. You know, they get or they go full Ja Rule. I'm not a fan of that, but I don't know. Yeah, I like a versatile mix up. But I mean, outside of that though, I thought he was fucking going crazy, and I thought he had a really good amount. Like, he had there's a billion features on here, but I thought the features are dope. I thought the production slapped. I think all the DJs he had and the cuts that were on here were super dope, and I just like that he was.
I was gonna say there's a couple of like the squad tracks though.
Yeah,
it just did not sound like they were mixed right.
Yeah, when there was a few tracks where it was like a lot going on. Yeah, which
and they did like those old head chants together.
Yeah. There was like some of the hooks and stuff. Some of the stuff came off a little jarring. I guess because if you're getting stems from like dudes who are still on like dial up and shit like that, probably, you know, these old heads are sending stuff via pigeons.
Bro, I really thought you were about to say you're still getting stems from dudes on dialysis.
Oh, Jesus. I
was about to be like, bro, disrespect.
Stem cell, but pretty much, I was getting there. I was a generation away from there, but nah. Yeah. Shout out to the old heads. But I fuck with this, man. I like the grown man rap shit. Like, I like when he was getting into that family bag where he's talking about like ex-wife and like the struggle with his kids and shit like that. Like, I love that grown man type rap shit. And
I'm with that shit.
And he was punching, you know what I'm saying? And I like, you know, he was mixing it up. He was telling stories. He was punching. He was having fun. He was telling jokes, telling real shit.
Yeah, and even though it was like old head shit, like,
yeah,
you can't. It's like classic. It's the sound, the way it bounces. Like you can't help but nod along and shit.
Yeah, and you could just hear. That's the thing about old heads that I fuck with. They really love the penmanship. It's a sport, you know what I'm saying? It's a sport, like, so they mix it up as much as possible, but like it's hard work behind it. It's not like they're stringing together, you know, they're not doing a bullshit Lil Wayne where they're just randomly barring to death and the bars don't connect or mean anything.
I'm gonna need you to watch it.
I knew I was gonna come here. I knew you would be upset about that.
Bro, I was just listening to Glory this morning.
Yeah, but see, the bars, they don't connect. It's just random bars. I could do that.
Okay, why don't you do it more? I want you to do a Glory track.
That shit's whack. And then I'm gonna be like, yo,
just like Glory.
I ain't even write that. I punched in every bar off the top.
So
76 of them. Whack.
I bet if you did a track like Glory and just release that shit, it would fucking explode and you would hate it.
I'd be pissed.
You would hate it.
Fucking pissed. All the hard work I put into my pen for some shit like
You're
that.
like, that's all I had to do?
I'd be fucking pissed off. But hey, you know, shout out to the elder heads keeping it, you know, holding it down with the real penmanship. So the next project, since Lou is only doing female projects, he says picky ass, only doing R&B and like female project. Like, you have 1,000 kids, nigga. None of these chicks is hitting you up, bro. Cut it out.
Bro, his girl beat that shit out of him too.
Facts. That's 1,000,000,000% facts. But this was Back of My Mind by H.E.R. I fuck with her. I love this project.
Yeah,
She's such a great voice.
Long.
It's so long. This shit was 21 tracks. But this shit is
wild driving around listening to this too.
Huh? Yeah, you definitely.
I thought it looked wild driving around listening to this.
Yeah. This project, this is for the quiet females with natural bodies that smell good. You know what I'm saying? This isn't,
you know who you are.
This isn't for the hot chip and lie girls. It's not for y'all. All right. These are for the chicks that you know, that don't have OnlyFans.
Yeah, this is for the you know, read books and be vegan chicks.
Yeah. Facts. This is for the chicks with the
bars,
with the hoodie under the jean jacket and the capris. You know what I'm saying? For that era. All right. This isn't for y'all hot chip and lie and curse while you jump.
Type of girl you fall in love with at the library.
Facts. That's a fact. That's your shock that you find out she smokes weed. Type shit.
You're like, you burn her?
Yeah. You know, this is for them. And I love this project, bro. I thought this was dope. I really fucked with the features, bro. Like, I thought Ty Dolla $ign's the feature master. I can't put out a solo project for his life. Dope feature. Corday and Hit Boy.
Why could he waste all his fucking content on features?
Huh?
He wastes all his content on features.
And then he just puts out bullshit just to kind of make full money instead of feature money. But he's whatever. That's Ty Dolla $ign, his light skin ass. Remember when they were trying to say he was part of like fucking like smuggling or some shit? Is that still happening? Who knows? But you had Corday and
you might be talking about an open case.
It might be open, yeah. Yeah, Lil Baby was okay. Lil Baby's everywhere though, so good. You know, shout out to his work ethic. Thundercat was on here for those who like Thundercat. Huh?
Lil Baby nice. Well, you hating?
I don't hate Lil Baby. I just he's okay. I just don't think he's. I don't think he's nice enough to be on everybody's project.
Stop.
Huh?
But stop the cat.
I don't think Lil Baby's nice enough to just be on everybody's project. He's just okay.
Nah, bro. I don't. He can feature on everything. I don't care. He's nice.
He's okay.
He's
okay.
He's okay. My foot.
Then you got Chris Brown, the GOAT. Then you got Khaled and Bryson Tiller. YG was on here, which I just loved. I'm like, all right, YG, with your weird shoes, your church shoes, gang banging.
It's a buckle.
Bags. The fucking leprechaun buckles, the Lucky Charm buckles on them shits. Yo. He's wild. With the church socks. I respect it. I'm not, you can't fuck. YG's a lunatic. Huh?
Yeah, I ain't finna talk shit about his shoes.
That nigga made a whole song cursing out the president and not one attempt of his life happened. Some gangster
shit. That's because nobody wants to smoke.
Nobody. He's another one of them short, crazy cats. Can't fuck with.
Facts.
Always getting shot and shit. Lunatic.
Bro, but he don't put off short dude energy though.
No, he puts off OG energy.
I will smack the shit out of you.
Yeah, that's definitely the energy he puts out, which I love. But yeah, he's crazy. He's crazy live too. You see him live, he's fucking lunatic. But
I love.
Yeah, he's a good time. But this project was dope. This is just a smooth. I think H.E.R's voice is dope. I think she's a great songwriter. I think everything on here was just smooth. This is some shit of you trying to trick someone into you know, throwing you some cheeks. This is the background music to put on.
Yo, bar.
Facts. Feel me? This is how you get her in bed. Bars. But anyways. So
Bars.
the next project was, I don't know. I just grabbed this one because it was like on the new list and I was just like, fuck it. And I just think this dude's voice is hysterical. But this was Life by Misadventure by Rag and Bone Man.
What a name too, by the way.
Great name. When he does shit with like rappers and like other people like features, it's phenomenal. But this isn't bad either. But this is kind of like, I mean, it's kind of like folky and like.
This is all over the place.
This is like powerful music. Like this music is shit that's supposed to be on a commercial for like a truck with a strong engine type shit, you know? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what this music's for. Doom, doom.
This is what it feels like to drive
the
new Dodge Ram.
And then you hear him like in the background. Like this is what that's
Super
for.
Duty.
Yeah, and I fuck with it though. I mean, this is fun. He had a dope Pink feature on here, which is dope. Pink still out here killing it.
I fuck with Pink.
Yeah, she's still dope. And this is just, I mean, honestly, for people listening, I know, you know, people have, you guys only do rap. Sometimes we don't want to listen to rap.
Mix it up a little.
Yeah.
That's why when I tell people, so I'm like, we do mostly hip hop.
Yeah, mostly hip hop. But sometimes I need a break. So I did some Rag and Bone, man. All right. Just expand your palettes, especially you artists who want to do music. Stop being a bum and doing one thing. Listen to
open your mouth and let us fucking spoon feed you music.
Yeah, just fucking shut up and listen to it. But this project's solid, man. He got a strong voice. He's having a good time. It's like kind of country, but it's like digestible country. It's not like that corny.
If this is where like country music is going and shit though,
I'm here for it. Yeah, I'm not mad at it. Yeah, this is digestible. I'm not mad at it. But anyways, the next project, oh man, this project was hard to do without like any sort of bias because of how much this artist has let me down. There are a few artists that have let me down more than this man, and the number one artist above him is Earl Sweatshirt. But this is the self-titled. This is Vince Staples by Vince Staples. I'm gonna go on a little bit of a soapbox rant, and okay, I'm gonna just say this now. The people who like love this project and like love the Tyler the Creator project because they think, oh, they're going back to their old style. You guys can kill yourself. Like, you guys suck. Like, fuck you guys. You guys ruin music. You guys are pieces of shit. You guys suck balls. You follow fucking trends. You're losers. Like, you guys are fucking cocksuckers, and I hate you guys. You ruin music. Now, I'm going to dive into that. That's how I feel. I'm going to dive into that bag because let's bring back to the Tyler shit. So Tyler, he puts out his weird H.E.R album that everyone jocked because it got an award, which no one knows how it got an award. He got called out for him selling more T-shirts than DJ Khaled, which went to its Billboard streams and all that bullshit. So that happens, right? He wins an award and then everybody jocks. It's the best thing ever because everybody misses Childish Gambino and they won't admit it, right? H.E.R wasn't great. H.E.R was okay. You never need to listen to it again. Now, nope. That being said, then the last project comes out and Tyler's like, oh, let me put out a single that sounds rugged. Let me get a DJ that I've always wanted to work with, like on mixtape stuff, like Gangsta Grizzles and shit like that. And everybody's like, oh, we about to get the old Tyler. And no, you're not. And we didn't get that. We got a very watered down, I ran out of shit to say, so let me be honest for once in my career, Tyler, not shock value. Let me talk some real stuff. And it's kind of boring because when you're rich since a teenager, what the fuck have you experienced in life?
What are your problems?
Yeah, what are your problems? So you're rapping about a girl.
I was trying to write a check and my pen ran out of ink.
Yeah, I used a skateboard and I had a TV show on. Like, oh wow, fucking third world problems. Like, shit like that. I don't care for. And for him to rap about a girl when I went a whole like 4 or 5 years thinking he was gay because of Flower Boy, which was a phenomenal album, I was just confused. So that project,
I think. Yeah. Why? Like everybody's out here flaming Billie Eilish for queer baiting or whatever.
Yeah.
What about Tyler?
Yeah. And it's ridiculous how people just like, oh, I love this project the day it comes out, but it's like, yo, I will put money up that if people, I guarantee you, all right, I'm going to put this out there. You listen to this podcast. If you know anyone, they don't make sure they don't know this podcast, because then once they hear me say it, they're going to fucking do exactly the opposite just to kind of be like, oh, he's wrong. Anyone that you know that, because I'm going to do this week, all week. I have a fucking vendetta out, and I said I was going to do this. Anyone that posted, oh, album of the year, oh, Tyler this, blah, 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 that you know of, hip hop or whatever, message them. Ask them what they've been listening to. I promise you it's not Tyler, the Creator. I fucking promise you. I put money on that, because that project has no replay value. There's no reason to listen to it. It's a regular rap album. It's not God's gift. Oh my God, he used a fucking organ to make a beat. Like, fuck off. All right. Everybody knows that he used Fruity Loops and hit a few keys on a piano. Like, it's just not, it's solid music, but it's not this mind blowing great experience. Like, he's a fucking skateboarder kid who used to do gangster rap and was dope at it, and like, you know, shock value rap. And then this happened. So whatever. Now,
I feel like he's smart enough that he did that shit and said that to himself.
But see, now,
like, people are gonna
now here's the thing. Now he hyped up his new project as like, oh, you know, it seems like the old me, right? Now, Vince Staples arguably had the best freshman fucking breakthrough to the industry that I've ever fucking heard. His first EP was fucking phenomenal. Then he dropped Summertime 07 or 06. That double fucking project, that double EP, I listened to that, I shit you not, for years. For years, bro. That project came out. I went on a trip to Canada. I drove to Canada, which is a 7-hour. Hey, babe, your phone's going off. I drove to Canada, which is a 7-hour drive, 8 give or take. And I listened to that project on repeat. It was fucking fire. That project, you know how they say Good Kid, Mad City's like watching Boys in the Hood, you know?
Yeah.
Imagine watching Boys in the Hood, but the whole movie is about Ice Cube, the gangster shit. That was that project. All that murder, all that fucking sadness, all that shit. This project was that. And Vince Staples, he was unstoppable. He would get on people's tracks and eat them alive. He had wordplay, he had bars, he had grit. He said some of the hardest shit ever, and he used to rap with Earl Sweatshirt, and when they worked together, they used to kill, bro. They were dangerous. Now, before I finish the rant, this project, the cover he posts is his mugshot. I'm like, oh shit. The name of it is Vince Staples. I'm like, oh shit. And guess what he does on Twitter? He goes, how many of y'all fucked with Summertime 06? And everyone's like, oh shit. Just because of this post, he's about to go back to his gangster rap days. He's about to do all this. And then he puts out this project.
Where it's like, kinda.
He's rapping gangster shit, but the beats and stuff is all EDM friendly, like festival friendly. And he's not saying, it's not like the hard gritty shit. It's just him just cursing people out. So it's not even like that real, you go from saying shit like, have you ever shot someone in the head and watched a bullet come out their underarm? You know how hard that line is? That line is fucking disgusting, bro. And now you're going to rap about, oh, fuck you, I'm gangster and this and that. Like, you used to rap about how you were young and you just wanted to hurt people because you had poison in you, bro. Like, you just wanted to see people hurt. There was no code. That shit is hard. And then you're going to rap this shit where you're just like, oh, I used to be gangster and all this over some fucking Beatles beats type bullshit, like some sampled tiddly diddly bullshit. And everybody's
tiddly diddly.
Yeah, some fucking like cloud noise, happy bullshit music. And everybody's like, oh, he's back to the old. Shut the fuck up. The old him would not be able to play a fucking festival. You feel me? The old him would shut down a venue. Like that kind of music. That's the music it was.
The old him would not be invited.
Yeah, there's no white people at the old Vince Staples shows unless you're a fucking rugged, unless you have, you're Chet Hanks or you're a real skateboarding like scumbaggy son of a bitch, like who loves backpacking or like hard hip hop. But like that's it. Like, so this whole people like, oh, it's fucking best thing he's put out and blah blah blah. Shut up. It's the same fucking mainstream bullshit sheep shit.
Bad aggro today.
So pissed about it. That sheep bullshit, follow the fucking wave garbage. And you know what
Follow
pissed me
the
off
money.
is someone posted a comment on this review and they're like, check my review page. And I'm like, cool, let me look at their review page. And you know what they have? Oh, let me post Dre's The Chronic. Let me post this. And then let me post my Tyler review. Guess what he gave it?
10 out of 10.
Almost a 9.75. Huh, big shock. But you love The Chronic? Fuck off. And then he posted his Vince Staples review. 9.25 out of 10. Fuck off. I'm not following you. You're not getting a like. You're a fucking pandering piece of shit.
And that's why when our reviewers have a bias, they're not allowed to do the review.
Yeah, like you're a culture vulture. And like, but what's crazy is like, it's not even like it's an artist bias, bro. They have a mainstream bias. And that's what's sickening. Artist bias, cool. Because this project, I used to have a fucking Vince Staples bias. I'm like, yo, anything he spits on was fire. And now it's been garbage for like, I think I've given him a red stamp before. Like, it's just been garbage.
Listen, in the early days of Not Your Man's, me and you had a couple arguments about it.
Yeah. And it's just like, to me, it's like he's garbage. Same thing with Earl Sweatshirt. I used to tell people, like, listen to this motherfucker. And now I'm like, he's garbage now. He fucking grew a beard and some locks and he starts to fucking rap like shit. And his music's never mixed. Like, fuck him. Like, these kids, bro, they fuck up music. They fuck everything up. And this is the best thing that comes out. But then the next project that comes out, no one gets traction. The You See For Yourself by IDK drops. And that's arguably that's my favorite project this year off first listen.
That shit is, yeah.
This nigga sounds like old Kanye, but rapping in his own way. He's not doing the ignorant shit like Kanye. He has substance, but he's snapping.
He just sounds like him.
He sounds just like him. So, and you can't tell me Kanye's voice isn't dope. His voice is iconic. And then you got him singing his melodies, his own hooks, fire. He's barring the fucking features to death. He's telling us the whole project is a story, and it is one of the fucking darkest story. Bro, this shit hit me so hard, and honestly, it's very rare when something hits you like super hard. But like this project, I was in tears, bro. The fucking transition. Now, I will go through it. The beginning, he's talking about all the shit about like people lying to him, and he's building up this whole story. It gets trippy. Then the dogs don't lie, and he's talking about emotions and all this crazy shit. He has Young Thug come on there. And then you have that song Red with West Side Gun, MF Doom. Mike Jones is low key on it, but he didn't have him listed on there, but I know he's on it. And Jay Electronica. That song.
I forgot about this.
That song, one, they already got me started because Doom is on there. RIP MF Doom. And that was a fire Doom, like dope. And then Jay Electronica. Oh my God. He spit the best verse. This is the best. He didn't rap this good on the project with Jay-Z. The shit he said on here, and you gave this young man this fire verse like that. I'm rolling with that fuck Dr. Fauci. I'm rolling with like, oh my God. Jay Electronica he does that. Jay Electronica will come on a song with the pen of God and just leave it, and just leave. And then you got MF Doom, and then it started to kick in. Then the sad, dark shit started to kick in. Then you used to get the skits about temporary love. And then what hit me the hardest was the fact that this whole project, this dude is like, yo, I do want to thank God, but I have my own reasoning. And then he goes into his family. And he talks about how toxic his mom was, and how his mom, if she would have spent the equal amount of time that she did with religion on learning how to just attach with her kids, how life could have been so much easier. But not only is he talking about that, literally right after talking about a song where he's picturing his life if it was in a better world, and it's not even like that life that he created in that song is that much better. He's just like, hey, I'm eating breakfast with my family. They say they love me. They encourage me. They want me to do
normal shit.
And it was painful, but then he dives into his aunt molesting him, and the song's called Hey Auntie. Like,
yeah, that shit took a left.
That hurt. And then you kick into the mom thing, just saying how your mom didn't pay attention. And then right as that song was ending, you had one of the most humble DMX prayers to kick in. This project fucked me up. That DMX,
Yeah, bro, it was
wild.
Nah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that DMX segment, the shit that even DMX was saying, how he's just like, yo, I always ask you for when I'm in the dark, but then when I'm good, I don't talk to you anymore because I'm too proud. And then how he was like, yo, God, you know, I don't think I've ever done this before. You've introduced me to all these people, and the reason I've never thanked you is because I felt like I wasn't worthy of it. Broke my fucking, I was in here sobbing, bro. I was hurt. I was like, bro. And then you kick in to the skit where you talk about all what your mom had to do and how you're not mad at her and how you just needed to get it off your chest, bro. This is a 10 out of a 10. This is a 10 out of 10. This is a 10 out of 10. Like, he's hitting stuff that's,
I got no argument.
Yeah, like he's hitting shit that's happening in our homes now. Like saying something as simple as like, yo, you can apologize to your kids. It's okay. That's the heavy, like,
bro, say it louder.
Dude, it's insane. And Vince Staples puts out a 9.25 on your, shut up. You feel me? This dude put his heart and soul into his project. His name is easily the biggest dad joke ever. Because whenever you tell anybody, you're like, which album? Oh, his name is IDK. Wait, what's his name? You know, like, shut up.
Me and Lou literally did that to you.
Yeah, and I hated it because everyone did it to me that morning. Because I texted my brother. I'm like, yo, you need to listen to this because, you know, my mom, you know, we have our religious thing with her. And I was like, yo, you got to listen to it. And he's like, who? And I'm like, fuck off. And then you and Lou hit me with it. Yeah, I'm like, come on. I just should have spelled it out like ID. But
all right, you should spell that shit phonetically.
Yeah. But seriously, like, this, I've never easily given something a 10 out of 10 like that. And to have two back to back.
It's been a minute.
Yo, like this clear, like the only song that I might have overstepped which was crazy because it was the single to this album and it's literally the weakest song on the album, the song Keto. And that was a wave to me. But I gave it a fire because it fit the vibe. Because I was jamming. And I was like, all right, this is like a fun, like, mix-up Caribbean thing. Because it wasn't bad.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, you could still...
It could be a fire. Yeah. Yeah, oh, yeah. Regardless. You got... Yeah, you got fucking fire fucking trucks and diamonds all over the place. Like, and then what's crazy about this project is... Speaking of H.E.R, Owens, he hit me up and he's super old head. He's like a gatekeeper. He's like, yo, I love old school hip hop. And he was like, I'm going to check this out. And he hit me up. He was like, bro. He was like, bro. And I'm like, bro, like, come on. If an old head is even like, yo, bro, this shit hurt. I'm like, bro, this is special. This project is special. And like,
it's not going to get no love mainstream.
Dude, Vince Staples is, come on. Vince Staples couldn't do this if he tried. And he was one of my favorite lyricists. Like, he couldn't do this if he tried. This is one of those very hard to put together. We get maybe one or two of these a year type projects where it's just, not only is it sonically hitting every note from the mainstream to the old school, he's rapping, he's singing, he's melody. Like, the beats get trippy. The beat for Dogs Don't Lie is phenomenal. And that song is amazing, but the beat alone deserved the fire truck. And then you hear what he says, also a fire truck. Like, come on. That song almost got a diamond for me off rip. That's track 3.
Do we know who did his production? I
don't know, but I need to look into it. Because, like, after this project, after I bumped this literally even all day today, like, I was like, I saved his catalog because I'm going to look in. I'm a fan now. Because I remember
it's one of those moments.
Yeah, he put out a project last year, and I think we reviewed it, but I don't know who did it. It wasn't me, but I remember seeing it, and it was a picture of him on the cover with 2 goats, and I was like, this is fantastic. This is a great cover. But I remember the project being kind of dope, but I don't remember, like, putting a name to it. But now I'm like, I'm going to go back to that, and I'm just going to listen to his catalog. Like, this project's fantastic, bro. You made people rap. You had Young Thug give you a great feature. You had Offset lose his mind on a track for you. Even though Lou will be like, whoa,
he got all these crazy features and shit, dude.
Dude, West Side Gun, MF Doom, and Jay Electronica on one track with Mike Jones. Like, come on. And then you got the most humble, like, if anyone's going to listen to us, listen to tracks 15, 16, and 17 straight through. If you don't shed a tear, you're that kid who
dead inside.
Yeah, or you're the kid who gave Vince Staples a 9.25 out of 10. Ooh, give me a like and follow. Shut up. Shut the hell up. Cornball. You got fucking your pockets checked every day at school. Someone stole your ruler. Broke your pencil fucking lead.
He had to bring a spare lunch.
Facts. You had to eat in the bathroom.
First one always got jacked.
Yeah. Your name was written on the walls with insults. You heard. I'm mad. I'm like mad at that kid for his only 2 reviews on his page, on top of pandering a whole bunch of bullshit, is the 2 projects that I compare because they both pissed me off. What the hell is his name? Love your page. Fuck off. And then you post Dr. Dre's The Chronic. Day 6 of my weekly playlist, hip hop rap. Let me pander. Oh, I give The Chronic a 10 out of 10.
Pick me energy.
Dude, big time. He's never given a bad review on his page. That's what's also pissing me off. Everything's a 10 out of 10. We don't care. We're not here to hear your... oh my God. Yo, Walko, this poor kid, I'm just bullying him at this point.
Yeah, I was going to say something.
Yeah. Because, but you understand my frustration. But
100%. 100%.
Yeah, Tyler's a genius cooking up a project that's like an H.E.R wannabe. He compared this to something that really upset me. Oh my God. He literally went through every song, so he listened to it 10,000 times. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's the other thing. You know, he was up just listening on loop.
Yeah. He was like comparing it to, he's like, this is one of the best albums since the fucking Freddie Gibbs project. And that project was solid.
What?
But like, come on. Come on. Like, what do you want to be?
What are you smoking?
Yeah, like, what do you want to be on? What do you want to be in this online review world? We're not fucking gatekeepers of it, but what do you want to be in it? Because we take it seriously. We're not here to just have people fucking blow us. Look, great review. No, we want you to argue with us because we want to talk music. And we're not doing it for clout.
Music? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah. Like, we're not here to be like, oh, you have to like what we like. No, we want good music conversations because music needs to be discussed if we're going to be spending money on it. You know?
And you got to hold artists accountable for what the fuck they release.
Thank you. But yeah, this project, the fucking IDK project, listen to it. It's fucking phenomenal. And I like the fact that I listened to it once and gathered so much that my review was ridiculously long, because I never write long reviews like that.
You wrote an essay, bro.
Yeah, because I was like, I felt pressed. I was like, I can't fit everything into this review, and that stressed me out because I needed people to understand.
Manz wrote a dissertation.
Yeah, wrote a full thing. And like, this is one listen. The project not only made me cry, made me feel something. It made me bop my head. It made me wrinkle face. It did it all. It did it all for me. It made me vibe. Like, it did it all. It took me on a roller coaster ride. And I immediately started piecing the story together. And now that I'm on like 1,000 more listens, I could, in my head, because where I'm at right now from listening to it on repeat since it dropped Friday, I could be like, every song is a fucking fire truck. The skits, fire truck, because it all fits, because now I'm fully invested. But like, first listen got me to that point. It's crazy.
Replace the album cover with a diamond.
Seriously, he's got a diamond in his fucking cheek, so I'll take it. Just zoom in on it. But yeah, fire project. Like, I promise you it's better than the fucking Vince Staples and the stupid ass Tyler the Creator project by a lot. I promise you. 100%. Yeah, I promise you. And then we had a nice little comeback to SoundCloud Sunday. So this one we've been sitting on for a while. I'm gonna give a shout out to Taco, but also apologies. I kept this in the tuck because I thought it was gonna come to all streaming because the album's only available like through his website. So he never followed up. He never told me if it was or not. And then when I reached out to him again, he was like, oh, at this point, the project's old, so I don't think it's going to go to all streaming. So I was like, let me just drop the review. But I've had this review since the project came out, like beginning of the year. But this was underrated by Taco. And running it back because, I did purchase it because I wanted to show some support. I fuck with it. This project was super dope. And Taco's nice. I mean, Taco's only gotten better since we started, reviewing.
Taco, just a shout out to Taco for being consistent. Yeah,
but he just gets better and better and better. And it's like, for him too, because he's been blowing up and doing his thing, just the fact that he's still just getting better and blowing up. He didn't just get whacked once he blew up or like stagnated. He's killing it. He's killing it.
Yep.
Because like even his new
putting numbers on the board.
yeah, his new singles and stuff that he's dropping are dope. And I like the fact that on the cover of this he has a gold taco chain. So shout out to that.
Incredible.
Yeah, very incredible. This project was dope. This project was him showing like he can do it all. Him rapping, getting his features on there, him singing, his doing the club stuff, and snapping and punching. This was more of a punchline heavy project, which I really fucked with. But he didn't take his foot off the gas from front to back. Like it was insane. And hearing the song that he spit for us on the interview that we did when he gave us the like sneak peek of the Underrated, hearing it in like action, fire.
Yep.
So good for him.
You did this come out after Masterpiece or before?
After. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He's just getting better. But this was super solid. It's on his website. If you want to show love, show support, Taco's the fucking man. Hit him up. He's always got booty cheeks and shit on his page and stuff. So enjoy that too.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to that. And then the last project we did. So this dude got lucky because he sent it to me yesterday. And I was just like, let me just knock a review out because it was like Saturday. And I was like, let's get 2 SoundCloud Saturdays. This one's the Golden Éire tapes, volume 1 by Odd Numbers. This is homie from Ireland. And the intro, I said it too. I was like, the intro, my man read a poem sounding like Conor McGregor. Not even like pun intended because of the fight that happened yesterday. But he sounds like Conor McGregor. I mean, that's what Irish motherfuckers sound like a pikey and shit. So I was just like, all right. And then it just kicked into like all this golden era hip hop, bro. Like this shit was just bapping left and right. I was like, okay. They even tried.
He's a student.
Yeah. Oh, everyone that was on this is a student because like you can tell like they were even like low key hiding their accents, which I'm not mad at.
A little bit, which helped me.
Yeah,
help me a little bit.
It to the point where I was listening, and
I'd be hard for the accents.
Yeah, and it made it super digestible, but it made sure you knew like what they're fans of.
About.
Yeah, and they all did their thing, even when they did like they had their one little like auto tune type stuff, and I didn't love it. I was like, it's okay, but it was clean. But they mixed it up. They did like 90s era stuff, then they did like 2000s era sounding stuff, like the Wayne era type stuff, the Wayne Drake era type stuff. Then they did some new age stuff, not a lot, but they mixed it up, and I thought they did a great fucking job of it. Like there was a lot of rapping. Only thing with this project, I don't know what Odd Numbers sounds like because there's just a billion voices on here, so it's just one of those like heavy billion people on here, so I don't know who's who because apparently it's one guy who was saying like Jesus. He was like, he's like, I hate that I sound like Conor McGregor, but especially after that bullshit performance.
Sorry, dog.
But yeah, it's just,
bro, man snapped his fucking shin.
Oh yeah, his fucking ankle and all. What a bum. He's a burger though. I've been telling people he's a burger, and they're just like, no, but like he's a burger. That's another fucking hype. He's never been that good. Like he had a few good wins, but he got his ass beat by a Diaz brother. Arguably lost the second match, but they gave him a bullshit decision. Went to boxing, got beat up, came back, got beat up. He's a burger.
Yeah, downhill.
Yeah, he's a burger, and this is it for him. And they're gonna try to give him that. They're gonna do some bullshit, but I don't even want to get into that. That's join my fight pod. I don't have a fight podcast, but I should because I got my hands in a lot of things. But either way, this project was super dope. Dope features. Everybody came through with it. And the dudes were having fun, bro. Shout out to these dudes, man. I want to hear more from them because, like, this is. I like people who are students who make music just for the love of that culture because it's never. You can't go wrong. They're not just doing it to get like, oh, you're a rapper, happy points. No, like they're like, yo, we want to study this, we want to learn it, and we want to do it. Fuck it. Can't be mad at that. That's like those people who want to skateboard. They're not like, I'm not going to be on ESPN. I'm just going to skateboard because I love it, and they get dope, and then they don't even try to go pro, and they're just dope, and they're street legends.
Exactly. Because people.
Big yawn. There he is.
Excuse me. It's because people can sense the the credibility. You actually care.
Yeah. And that's all we want. That's all we want.
We ask for.
That's all we want. Just a little bit.
Rap
of care.
like you give.
Yeah, just a little bit of care. It's not that hard. Just
really? Care. I mean, well, there's a skill gap.
Yeah, there is, but they gotta try. But other than that, man, that's all we got. That's our little roundly review. You'll see our pretty face. I might be able to, I don't think I'm gonna be able to pull off another live one because I'm gonna be in Florida, so I'm gonna be on vacation. So we might just do a regular episode. Actually, we could do the Station Editor episode. Yeah, we could do.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
I
'cause
mean, it's your call, but I'll do what we can.
Yeah, because I'll be out there and like I'm gonna bring a computer. So, but either way, like, subscribe, all that good shit. Talk nice to us about music, unless you're trying to complain to us about what we think about Igor and Vince Staples and the last
Then
Tyler.
That big.
Then you could. I'm gonna thumbs down your comment. I'm gonna thumbs down your shit, and I'm gonna curse you out and say something about your moms. But other than that, John D. Contradiction. We got my man Walko. We out. Peace.